Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the T-34-2. This is one of only two tech tree mediums that can run a 122mm, and the other, well, it's a T-44 with 1300 DPM and some of the worst gun handling statistics in the game. So, realistically, this is the only actual tech tree tank that you can run that you would want to run a 122 on when it comes to mediums. But there are quite a few premiums. Two of them are Chinese, being the WZ-122TM and the 34-3, and then we've got the STG Guard. Now, there are a couple advantages and disadvantages between all of these tanks. The 34-2 is an incredibly mobile medium. It's got a great top speed of 50 kilometers per hour, a very solid power to weight ratio of 19, so it gets up to speed, it's super mobile. It's also got a really solid turret though, 200mm on the front, and if you are using it with its 5 degrees of gun depression, yes, it's not a lot, but if you can only poke with your turret, you can actually expect quite a few bounces on your turret. When it comes to the gun, 2.5 seconds aiming time is great, although that dispersion is quite the opposite. While your aiming time may be fantastic, if you're shooting at shots that are a 50-50 from certain distances, yeah, it's probably not going to hit. When it comes to the average pen, 184 on the standard, and an amazing 275 on the heat, you definitely want to run calibrated on a medium that only gets around 1700 DPM, and its average damage, as most 122s do have it, is 400 per shot. So, it's a pretty nice vehicle, and it's very unique when it comes to its statistics. The closest we'll find is like the STG Guard. Very similar power to weight at 19.4, very similar traverse speed, overall mobility, same turret armor, but it is a much larger turret, so do keep that in mind. And when it comes to the gun of the STG, its pen is way worse because of the APCR only having 236. When it comes to the DPM, exactly the same, but its aiming time and dispersion are just a tad bit better. That's the same for the T-34-3. Tad bit better aiming time, tad bit better dispersion, same DPM, but the T-34-3 has a ridiculous 297mm of pen. So overall, what would I say? I would say the 34-3 is a really very solid version of this vehicle, and I would also say the STG is very solid because the STG is extremely mobile. It's got a great camo. The 34-3 is not super mobile, and I would say that this tank is a good combination of both. It's got turret armor, it's got mobility, and it's got a really nice gun that incorporates really solid pen, like the 34-3 has, but also that really nice armor that you want from the STG with the turret, plus the mobility. So I really like this tank, and, well, we're going to be seeing how it performs right here. So what do we have on the enemy team? They do have a 34-2, they also got a T-49 and an FV-301, alright. They got a couple mobile vehicles. Because we are more mobile when it comes to mediums, we are able to get over into this bush, which is very, very nice. We'll see if somebody pokes that bush there. I mean, it's a pretty easy shot from this distance to hit the opponents, but it doesn't actually look like there's much here. The only thing we've spotted is a 34-2. Interesting. All right, I'm going to go low, because that's obviously the safest route. So here we go. Let's take it low, here we are, and let's come right up to the rear of this 34-2, and oh, yeah, the HE 500 damage on average is pretty nice in this vehicle. Now, we did get hit, it seems like, by an SU-122, that's just unfortunate for us, but what are you going to do when a tank destroyer sits at the back? Can't spot it, but we're going to put on our adrenaline, get one nice snap into that FV-301, and that's a big old 400 tap into that guy. Then we got the SU-122 over here. Maybe we can get a tap into his tank. Ooh, maybe not. He's not spotted. Alright, well, gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here, because I obviously can't deal with an undetected tank destroyer. So I'm gonna continue pushing off to the side, and let's just keep on slowly making our way through. Here we go. Alright, nice. I don't think we should be spotted by this SU if we poke this bush. If we do, I'm going to be quite disappointed. But is the SU over here? No, it doesn't actually look like he is. Alright, well, let's keep on going up then. I don't know if that Yo is going to poke that, but if he does, there you go. Nice tap right into the side of the Yo for 469. Just alpha is so nice. The fact that you can instantly snap a shell like that into somebody feels so powerful, and it is actually really powerful. I mean, that's a 400 damage tap right there. Let's see if we can get another shell out. This Yo looks like he's going to go off to the side, so I'm going to slowly make my way behind his tank. And let's see if we can get another tap in. Boom, a 378. And we back in the cover. Nice. Alright, 8 more seconds left. We should have another shell ready. I really, really want to clear the shell. Autoloaders are a pain in the butt to deal with. So here we go, and boop. Nice. Okay. Our, well, that actually just really, really sucks. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, T-92 just got absolutely racked to pieces. Let's push over here. Let's get a shell into the SU. Oh, what are you doing to me, gun? Oh, that was such an easy shot, and it just said no. All right, Chimera. Well, don't let me down now, please, please, dude, please. Oh, this game. All right, well, that's the end of me. There's just no way we win this. The 49's coming up on my rear. I'm gonna try and turn my tank to the side. I have no fire extinguisher though. Yeah, I mean, the 34-2, I will say this. In this battle, the 34-2 did everything I needed it to. The gun worked, everything worked, honestly. I mean, we only had one really iffy shot, which was on the SU, but let's be real. We weren't going to win this. They still had an 800 health 49. I would have had to kill the waffle, so it really would not have mattered. If our T-92E1 didn't get full health ammo rack, that would have been a pretty easy win, but Wargaming, for some reason, says, let's make the game exciting by making full health ammo racks a game-changing attribute. But we still did our job, so not bad at all. We did top on the team by quite a bit. I really enjoy the 34-2. It's a fantastic vehicle, and it can really do a solid job if you know how to play it. Let's do one more game, though. See if it goes a bit better for our team, and hope that we don't get any full health ammo racks here or there. Alright, loading into our second battle. What do we have on the enemy team? Another Tier 9 game. Okay, they got 2 Tier 9s, nothing terrible. The 50 TP prototype will be very hard to deal with. And actually, that's not a prototype, that's the tech tree. But it'll still be hard to deal with. And they got a WZ-111, GFT, okay, an ISU. They got a really solid lineup. Like, all of their tanks are very solid. Gotta be real. We got an AMX Defender, AMX 5120, a Centurion 1, a Charioteer, and a 168. If we win this game, it is going to be a miracle. Alright, well, either way, I'm going to push up towards base B and, yeah, see what we spot. I'm praying that the 50 TP. Oh, I don't think he's going up here. Yes, okay. If we can capture base B, we actually will have a decent chance at winning this. Like, getting base B is one of the most important things in this game, so if you can do it, you're in a really solid situation. And there you go, a fantastic shell into that T-49, 509 damage. Again, just where I absolutely love high explosive ammunition. So, let's see, we got the Pantera pushing up top, but we do have our AMX there, which should hopefully do a decent job holding them off. Let's aim in, and boom, nice tap into the 50 TP. That's where that great aiming time comes into play. Sure, your dispersion might be bad, but if you can fully aim in, dispersion isn't the deciding factor always on where your shell's actually going to go. So let's see. Let's see if this Tiger 2 pushes, and boom, look at that. Another beautiful shell straight into the side of the Tiger 2. Our, what was that? That's a AMX Defender? No, I guess it was the Charioteer that hit the guy. I thought the shell came from the AMX Defender. I was like, that can't be right. So we got the 50 TP. Oh, look at that. Oh my. What an amazing shot from this vehicle, going directly into that 50 TP. Unfortunately, our AMX is dead, but it looks like the Centurion is absolutely murdering the WZ, although I don't know about that, because this the Centurion's reload also seems to be quite long. Let's see if we can get a shell. I was going to try and finish off this WZ, but there you go. Nice slap or right through his hull. And you know what? This is going to be an easy win. I didn't expect it from their lineup, but looks like we're going to win this because most of our mediums took advantage of their team. So, sorry, Charioteer, I really did not mean to do that, dude, but you stopped. You just stopped right in front of me. All right, let's keep going. We got the Tiger 2 and the 50 TP left. Now, when it comes to this gun, you do got very, very nice heat pen, so I can just load a heat shell and tap the Tiger 2 right in the lower plate. Not really worrying about that at all. And, yeah, there you go. That's an easy win. So, I really like the 34-2. It's a fantastic vehicle. Its gun is great. DPM, sure, you don't have the craziest DPM, but clearly in this battle I showcased you don't need DPM to deal a decent chunk. This was only about a 2.5-minute game, and I was able to deal easily over 3,000 damage. Really a fun, enjoyable tank to play, And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it on other tanks, and by the way, apparently a mastery for only 3,000 damage. But yeah, fantastic tank, and the whole line is great. I mean, the 34-2 is a great vehicle. The WZ-121 at tier 10 is fantastic. The WZ-120 is one of the best tier 9s in the game. The whole line is great. I would highly suggest to take a look into grinding down this line if you haven't, because I think it's one of the best lines in the game. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.